The budget-friendly stabilizer features a vertical switch mount, a tracker that can also serve as a fill light that doesn't require any cables or a Bluetooth connection. The iSteady MT2 is designed for mirrorless cameras, point-and-shoots, action cams and smartphones, weighs 650 grams and has a maximum payload of 1.2 kilos. The device can also capture motion time-lapses, has an inception mode and can even power smartphones. Manufacturer Hohem offers the gimbal with and without a magnetic device that can be used for body tracking with gesture control. After plugging in the AI tracker, it needs to be switched on. The person in front of the gimbal can then start the tracking by signaling an OK sign with one hand in a distance between 0.5 meters and 1.5 meters and stop it by showing the palm towards the device. Once the light switches from red to green, the axis should follow any movement. This is ideal for stationary vlogging or live streaming when the MT2 is set up on a desk or a tripod. The tracking works well overall, but is limited to a distance of 3.5 meters. Something to keep in mind is also the focal length of the camera that is filming in relation to the distance between the gimbal and person. Impressive for such an affordable device is the design of the levers for the L bracket to mount the camera or switch from horizontal to vertical mode. The levers can be opened and closed very smoothly without needing much force. Switching between landscape and portrait is easy and only takes a few seconds when removing the L bracket and putting it back in with the other side. The gimbal features an OLED screen that displays all settings and also the different modes. The joystick and button layout is pretty common with a control wheel on the left side that can also be used to adjust the fill light. The light has an output of 1 watt, which isn't very bright but can be used for indoor or night shoots. The Kelvin value can be adjusted from 2700K to 6500K in 9 steps. Besides being able to adjust the brightness, it's also possible to switch to RGB mode with 360 degrees of colors. Besides being able to remotely control the gimbal via the Hohem Joy mobile app, the most important factor of any kind of gimbal is of course the stabilization. The axis moves smoothly and the stabilization works well both for static shots as well as for walking shots. The compatibility of multiple types of cameras such as point-and-shoots or action cams is a big advantage of the MT2 since it can handle weights below 200 grams. Build quality-wise, the axes leave a good impression of high quality, while the hand grip feels a bit plasticky. The joystick and buttons are well implemented, but the control wheel on the left leaves some room for improvement. The MT2 also features 2 screw holes to mount accessories. One is placed on the right side of the grip next to the power button and the other one on the top axis behind the AI tracker. When it comes to powering the device, the internal battery lasts 12 to 17 hours, which highly depends on the payload and mode that is used. With the light and AI tracking turned on, the average runtime is 5 to 8 hours. Charging the MT2 via USB-C takes 3 hours, which isn't very fast but neither slow. The iSteady MT2 is a solid tool overall that is easy to use and most importantly stabilizes a variety of camera types rather well. In our tests, we haven't had any issues with the motors or any kind of micro jitters, which often is an issue with low payload gimbals. Build quality-wise, the most impressive parts are the levers for the L bracket that are as smooth as butter without needing much force. While the magnetic AI tracker isn't needed for all types of shoots, it can certainly be useful for a lot of creators that don't want to deal with phones and cables to track themselves.